Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. I just quickly want to say that as I was going shuffling the cards, I kept saying I knew it. As cards kept coming up, I was like I knew it because as I was shuffling, I saw the high priest, and I was thinking, so if there's something going on in your love life, it's likely that it's linked to your energy and the thoughts you're putting out there. Although the high priest didn't come up for the when like properly fully, what did come out was the Five of Swords. When I saw that card, I was like, there's a bit of stagnation in your love life, a bit of like something stopping it from moving ahead. I was thinking with the swords, it's likely your mentality, what you're thinking, your beliefs, where you put your energy. Then this Nine of Swords also came out, and that just clarified, I guess, it reinforced what I was getting with that Five of Swords. And even though the High Priest didn't come up, the message is still strong in this reading of your beliefs, your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings have a strong influence in your love life. And like I normally I say in the beginning of my videos, if this doesn't resonate, that little disclaimer. But I didn't want to forget this message, so I had to quickly say that so I wouldn't forget. And also when I was reading the message of like if there's stagnation in your love life, it's likely because of your thoughts or your doubts and your worries. When I was thinking about that, it gave me new love energy. So, and you do have the new love romance oracle cards. So just quickly want to get that out so I don't forget. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And the most important bit is that this resonates. If this doesn't resonate, that's completely fine. You could just ignore the video. Maybe it wasn't meant for you. If this does resonate, then that's great. You can take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also it could be that my role was simply to pick out these cards for you to see, and maybe you have your own message in the cards that you're supposed to receive by yourself without my interpretation. My role was simply to pick out these cards for you to see. Oh yeah, and also as I was shuffling, a song just came into my head, which was the Tech Thieves Forget. So if you want to, you can check that out. Maybe check out the lyrics, and maybe there's a message in there for you. Maybe some encouraging words, or which I don't know, whichever way you take the message, the lyrics. So with that Five of Swords, as I mentioned before, that that makes me think of a moth flying in the air. So movement that is stopped, that's halted. And again, that Five of Swords, that Nine of Swords, is because of your thoughts, your worries, your fears, your doubts. So with that, I would say it's similar to manifesting when you because we manifest all the time. If you believe in manifestation, we manifest all the time. So thinking negatively could like add that negativity to your manifestations, or having doubts. So if let's say you're trying to manifest a relationship and you're thinking but you're not worth it, but maybe you're not good enough, then that is slowing down your manifestation, those sort of beliefs. And I do know sometimes like people do have those periods of times where they just hit, I guess, rock bottom, where they just get that sudden feeling of despair, I guess. And those moments can arise. But once you start putting that positivity back out there, I feel like you will start getting that those wheels turning again for you in your love life. And again, I do feel that this is strongly for new love. Those of you who are not yet in a relationship, or if you have a crush, so if there's someone you like and you strongly feel that they are the one, your intuition is telling you yes, they are the one. If you have a crush, and that's the case, or if this is new love, that the universe is guiding you to someone you're interested in. So I'm feeling kind of hot. Anyways, yeah. So with that Knight of Pentacles, no, actually, I'll get to that later. With the Karma card, again, I'm getting that sense of the way you put your energy to is very important. Being careful of what you give energy to, what you give attention to with that Karma card, so you can receive that positivity back. So not giving your negative thoughts attention, not feeding your negative emotions, so then you don't receive negativity back. Like karma, you give doing good to receive good, but more in a sense of energy, where you give positive energy out, so you receive positivity. Rather than giving off the Nine of Swords, the worry energy, anxiety, being anxious, overly worried, having negative thoughts, doubts, fears, doubting yourself, self-limiting beliefs, things like that. so that those words don't turn back to you and stop your growth, your progression in life, or in love, or whichever one. And with that Four of Cups, it could also be a case of, for some of you in your love life, maybe there's a choice to make, or rather, a sense of indecision. It could be that there's an overwhelming amount of information. So for some of you, maybe you're worried about what if you don't meet the one, as in not what if you don't meet the one, but what if you choose the wrong one, or what, like, kind of that sense of, oh, is it this person? Is it this person? Is it this person? And maybe you're not sure who exactly it is, and you maybe that you're worried about making the wrong choice in love. If it's not about choosing the person who you're with or being with the right person, it could rather be a case of choosing maybe like the right house. Although this is a love reading, so maybe it's like saying the right words then, rather than. And I said house because you have finances and careers here, but so yeah, maybe it's the case of being worried about not choosing what words you choose. I guess to summarize what I'm trying to say is being worried about making the wrong choices, basically. So that could be part of your worries that are kind of halting, like, yeah, I'll use the word halting. I don't like using words too often, but yeah, kind of halting that sort of movement, or slowing it down. Knight of Pentacles. Let me get a bit into that Knight of Pentacles, because you do have finances and career. It could be that as your finances and career improves, so does your love life somehow. Because I do feel with this card, your love life is linked to your financial situation, whatever it is, or career. So maybe it's that you meet that person due to your, like, again, if you haven't met that person yet, or if you have a crush, maybe it's the case that you progression is made due to your finances and career, since like a small choice can make a huge difference, butterfly effect kind of stuff. Also, this can actually work for those of you who are in a relationship with a progression, just that it's I guess a bit more vague in that sense, because with this progression, this movement, this ascension will be more to do with whatever hopes you have for your relationship. For example, if you do believe in marriage, if it is marriage that you're hoping for your relationship, then maybe that sort of those sort of desires are being slowed down, or halted again. Like, I'm using that word again, halted, because of your worries or fears, and doubts. That Nine of Swords, that Four of Cups, and where you put your energy, that Karma card. So yeah, but again, it's up to you to decide whether this resonates with your situation, or maybe you have your own interpretation. What else I need to say? I mean, you do have calling your soulmate here at the top of the deck. And you deserve love. Maybe this is something you really need to hear. You deserve love. I may have this deception under that. I don't know. Maybe it's the case that maybe someone in your life is being a bit deceitful. But this is less about deceitful in the sense of trying to hurt someone, like a fraud. I feel like this card is less about being a fraud and more about being your true. Okay, that's basically fraud. But being your true self as like someone who is maybe who seems strict but is actually playful, for example. So then their true selves wouldn't be that strict exterior that they like being cold-hearted but being playful, basically. That they aren't actually cold-hearted. Maybe it's their defense, how they defend themselves emotionally. I need to drink some water soon. So maybe this is the message you need to hear. You deserve love. Maybe you do have doubts about whether you do deserve love or not. Not for whatever reason it may be. I feel like that is the universe, your spirit guides, or anything you believe in. I feel like that's telling you that you are worthy. So to kind of find a way to dissolve these fears over time. It doesn't just happen at once. Maybe it is you're in that process of healing and growing. Yeah, free yourself. I'm seeing it as free yourself. Like, this moth is trapped because of these thoughts, and these are thoughts that you control. You are the you control your thoughts, so you can free yourself. When your thoughts are trapping you, all you need to do is change your thoughts, change your energy, where you send your energy. And it says it's time to take back control of your life. So sometimes when we think negatively, it's like a parasite, and those negative thoughts, those negative emotions feed off of our negative thoughts and keep growing and growing and causing pain for the host, just for its own survival, for the pain, for the sadness, for the despair. To survive, it causes pain for its host and keeps growing on those negative thoughts. So to, again, take back control and end that cycle. And by take back control, it's like cutting off the connection between its life source and the actual, like the parasite, which is the negative emotion. So by that I mean changing your thoughts, which sound like it can be easier said than done as well. But like finding your own method is key. There's different ways to do it. There's lots of videos on YouTube that could help. Just finding the method that suits you best and practicing it, and not rushing it. Being patient. Knight of Pentacles, having patience and taking your time, and one step at a time. It does happen. Like time goes by in seconds, seconds turn to minutes, and then those eventually turn to days and years and everything. But it also, like, it's first these seconds and it seems slow, but by the time you know it, from 2010 to 2020. So then you have children. So maybe it's the case of like maybe these hopes of having children, or maybe simply children are affecting your love life in some way, as it says here. So yeah, I think I didn't finish mentioning about this finances and careers. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is again giving me this sense of, for example, let's say you accept a job somewhere, and let's say the job has you moving about around different places, and as you move around, you meet someone. That's an example. So by you going out to earn more money, you meet someone. That's an example though, just an example. Your case could be quite different. It could be maybe you meet someone at work, or again, finances, maybe you meet someone while at the bank, because you have finances and career. Or maybe simply while trying to find ways to improve your financial situation, you meet someone. Either way, your finances and your love life are related, and your career. But there is progression with this Knight of Pentacles. It may seem like it's taking time, but there is progression. Like, it's not completely at a standstill. There is forward movement, and there is again hope for healing and for improving. And sometimes it could be that you have like 10 whole months of feeling happy and then one day of feeling completely depressed. That could happen, but that's okay as well. It's about keep moving forward, like that Knight of Pentacles. I'll leave that here. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to, you can like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've said everything. But let me check what else is at the bottom of the deck. What's at the top of the bottom of the deck. So yeah, let go of control issues. Just going with the flow. Letting things move, progress in their own way, and not trying to force it. Because when we try to force things sometimes and they don't go our way, that's when anxiousness is created, or again these sort of this negativity can be created. Because like they sneak up on us sometimes, these parasite-like feelings that feed off our thoughts, and the thoughts as well can sneak up on us as well. I'll leave it there. Like again, you can look up your ways to heal and find which one suits you best, or merge them all together. Thanks for watching.